Hello to all clients. My name is Eric, and today I'll be presenting my research results and analysis on the evaluation of disparities of AI usage policies through different computer science courses at the U of M. The introduction to this problem is the AI usage policies in computer science courses at the U of M so do not have a defined set of standard rules. As a result, students may often feel overwhelmed and do not know where to properly search for these AI course policies. Research questions, therefore, on this topic ask respondents about both their general attitude towards finding AI policies in their course, as well as their beliefs on the disclosure policy. For reference, the disclosure policy is a policy which mandates how much a student has used AI in their work, typically using zero as the allowance. The respondents' confidence as a result in gathering AI policy information decreases as the year increases. Students also do not view the disclosure policy as helpful for their educational purposes, despite understanding the purpose itself of the policy. The primary research was conducted was a questionnaire style survey that featured two sections, one targeting towards the gathering information of AI policies, and the second being the AI use disclosure policy itself. This survey was conducted for 19 people, and they were all students waiting in line at office hours in computer science designated courses. The secondary research results, the secondary research was through both a collection of database of past course syllabi in order to see from a perspective of a real student, as well as other major credible sources, uh, where it was both the published date as well as the authenticity of the report being its main point. And these reports were to be no older than late 2022 to be used in this report, or else it would not be valid in terms of the existence of AI. So this first slide of the results showed the representation of year across survey respondents. We see that they are separated into years from freshmen, sophomore, and juniors and seniors categorized into one, as well as these colored bars indicating prior coding experiences, with blue representing no prior coding experience at all, and purple representing heavy prior coding experience. The first real results slide for the first section would be the AI uncertainty in terms of finding these policies in their respective courses. We see that the freshman averaged the highest, followed by the sophomore, and finally the juniors and seniors averaging not even over a 4.0, which indicates, we will get to that in a second, sorry. The second slide now shows the proneness to avoidance of AI in terms of how scared they might be to just how scared they might be equaling avoiding AI entirely in order to not face any repercussions, even though there might be none. We see that the juniors have the most spread out and um, at the most varied answers rather in this entire 3 years too. And finally is the second section with the respondent comfortability with the disclosure policy, which indicates how much they understand the purpose of the policy itself. We see now that the freshman once again has the highest average, but it is now the juniors and then the sophomores. Sorry. So the analysis of the results show a mixed view where the freshmen have the highest average answers as described before, and followed by sophomores and finally juniors and seniors. And result is flipped once the spotlight is shined onto the unfairness felt from the students. This could indicate that as the year progresses, the juniors and seniors are often having a higher chance of more experience in terms of unfairness from different courses. And this is aided by an online source that states that students often feel pressure and fear, for example, from group projects where their fellow project mates or peers could be using AI unfairly, thus resulting in the entire group being punished. And for the disclosure policy itself, in the second section, it was found that a mix of respondents found it easy to bypass the disclosure policy simply by lying and not respecting it. And another question was the lowest scoring answer in the entire average answer in the entire survey. This question being if the respondent believes that disclosure policy is actually beneficial towards their learning. And a recent survey from Insight Higher ED states that the majority of students, around 85%, indicates they've used some AI for coursework, which is a heavy indicator for um, simply cheating by using AI. And steps that should be taken now into consideration is although there shouldn't really be any necessity for heavy costing infrastructure, students, which is action should still be used to address the situation where students feel unfair as the time passes and there are more complex courses. For example, a fail-safe system in which professors put in keywords labels in their course to indicate if their course is allows AI or if AI is only permitted for self-study before the course begins, so students have a uniform way of looking at this. These are my citations. Thank you very much. Any questions, please reach out.